Okay, yeah.
Yeah, loud and
Yeah,
clear.
we see you, man.
Okay, so yeah, man. I mean, I really hopped on, just to give you guys updates, say what's up and everything like that. Um, it's been rough the last couple months, but I have to cancel a couple deals. But what I need help on, I have a deal actually in the contract now that I'm shopping the buyers, and I actually just emailed you guys as well for the JV with me thing. So I submitted that already. But my question is, I have a property that is on market though, but is one of those old listings, and the seller is actually selling about 6 acres. I went to go see the property and stuff like that, and I think it could be like a great fit for some mobile home. It's actually in McDonough, Georgia, and she said she'll work with me, but my thing is I'm having a hard time, comping and seeing if I could get it locked up with a good deal because I kind of got, you know, how can I say it? I don't want to get this property under contract and then have to cancel this one again. So that's why I haven't got it under contract yet because I don't want to get it at a bad price. But I offered her 170. She said she will work with me. She won't take 170, but she'll work with me for the 6 acres. But I'm trying to see, how will I be able to comp that? Can I, like send you guys like the pictures and everything, where I can
So
get
here's
help
the
like
thing.
that.
If you're sending us the deal just so we can comp it for you, that's not going to be a good thing.
Oh no. That one is
No.
a whole nother deal. I mean, I
Okay.
already
All
have
right.
that under contract. I did everything for that one already.
Okay. My advice for you on 6 acres on property to comp it, you're gonna have to talk to a buyer.
Okay.
That's gonna be there's probably 5 or 10 buyers in that whole market for that deal. So because it's not regular property, right? So you're
Yeah.
gonna have to talk to the buyers and ask. That's gonna be your best way.
Okay. And it has a property on, the 4 acres she have. There's a property on there, but I think it's like a tear down and everything like that.
Yeah.
So that one she actually has listed on the MLS, but the other one she was trying to, piece together, and they said she'll just charge. I mean, work with me on the price.
Yeah, I would find builders, just cold call builders and see what you can do from there. Ask your title company. If you're in
Okay.
Georgia, it should be a closing attorney. But yeah, that'll work out well.
All right. All right. So I'll just get on that. But yeah, man. Just wanted to get on to say what's up and everything like that. And I'm close to getting my first deal, so I'm keep at it, man.
I can feel it, man. Let me ask you a question. When you're giving your offers, how are you going to give the offer? Like what technique are you using?
Well, I'm using, your technique. So I'm just basically going on and ask them like, cut and dry, no back and forth. I mean, what are you looking to get out of the property? And some they give me back and forth, whatever. So I just lowball them. I mean, like, all right, would you take 100,000 for it? There's no way I can take that. All right, so what would you want to get out of the property? Then they said, oh, I won't take no less than 215, 220. But then I'm like, I can't do that. So I walked away from a couple deals, just not doing their price and staying firm on my number.
Let me give you a suggestion. I would try to do the good cop, bad cop approach.
Okay.
The reasoning is because the words you say have a big impact if you're going to get the offer or not. So one thing I want to tell you, so would you do 120 or could you do 120? That gives a subconscious that you're not at 120. Like that's not firm, right? Like
Yeah,
you're hoping.
it's
I'm hoping
optional.
to
Okay.
take 120. Something along the lines of, and you see this with my offers on the FISBOs of how I get those accepted. Hey, I was talking to my partner Rick, and he's close to like 100,000 on this.
Okay.
Oh, why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Right? You can do that too, and then meet in the middle from there. Well, you got to work with me here. Like he's at this price, and you're at this price. Let's meet in the middle. That might work too. Another one too is, hey, Mr. Seller, based on the acreage here, I probably got to do some work on it. I got to tear down this property. I'm going to be around 120,000 on this. That's what I have to be at.
Okay.
Shut up. Let him say, this is where I'm at. And that's the final thing. And obviously you can go up if you have to, but like be a little more, I don't know. How do you say it the right way? Like just be very
like,
firm
hey, this
with
is
it.
because you give people options, man.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, let's face it, negotiations, they want a price, you want a price. That's where negotiations come, but you really need to have them come closer to you than you ever coming closer to it. So if they think there's an option like could, or do you think, when you start using option words, they're like,
Okay.
once they hear it twice, they're like, oh, okay, this guy's going to go up. like once somebody knows like you're done with a price, here's what everybody needs to understand is you can always go up in price. So even when you bluff in real estate, and I do it all the time, if you really wanted it, you can go up, but be careful what you wish for if you get it, because that's the challenge in it. So especially in this current market, when you say, hey, this is what I got, just idea letting know I have limited. So he uses that trick. I use the limited cash availability. Ready for this one? I'm just going to be honestly, I only got 120,000 cash ready to go. But I'm going to look at some other houses this week. Yours is a good fit, but if it's not a good fit, I got to put this to bed and move on to the next one. You can still go up. It doesn't matter. Like you always have the option to go up. You just can't go down. And so let them kind of do the maneuvering, and then you can make the final decision where you want to wind up. So kind of use the word Zach helped you out with it. But like if you have somebody else to blame, either a partner or blame your bank account. Okay. So I've used this one. I'm going to be real with you. I only got $100,000. And if we're this far apart, then, maybe it's not a good fit. You have to have some sort of takeaway. You just can't have the take this price or I walk. You can't be like that transparent. So using the words, the words are powerful, man. Like we hurt each other's feelings all the time with just stupid words we say. Your sellers are hypersensitive to what you say. So just listen to yourself and do a little role playing and practice with your words. It makes a huge difference.
Okay. And
if you offered me like that, I would push you. I would get you up.
It's funny that you say that, because I've been finding a lot of sellers have been, pushing it now that that you guys put it in perspective. Like they actually do push when I give those option words. So I guess I can work on that.
It's kind of like the hammer and the nail analogy. It's like the reality in wholesaling is the idea is you got to lead them closer to you, then you're going to lead to them, or they're not really a wholesale deal. And if they're not bending at all, so you got to start like, why am I negotiating with this person? Most likely they don't have the motivation to sell it. So you go back to the root of the problem. If they don't have high motivation, you're typically spinning your wheels. So but like every little tip you pick up is going to make you a better wholesaler, and like you learn and you make more money with each deal you do.
Okay. And I didn't even know how to comp this property. I just used the technique I learned from you guys videos. Is just I just timed the asking price by 75%, and then just lowballed that, like gave her that offer 10,000 under that, what that price was.
Don't spend a ton of time comping, because it doesn't matter if the motivation's not there and they're not willing to work with you. More people spend time in wholesaling comping than they actually ever do making offers. So if you can reverse that strategy, you don't have to play by those rules, because if you spend all your time comping, you actually wind up doing the duties of a realtor. Do you know a realtor's job is to comp the property accurately, like fairly, use appraiser data, stuff like wholesalers? We don't care about that. You know what the reality is? Will somebody pay me more for the contracted price I have? And that's how you make your offers.
Okay.
So, well, I was playing some pickup basketball yesterday, and I kind of look at it as like a 3-pointer, right? Like you get the ball, you could spend like 30 seconds getting the perfect technique and form, like you kind of get it okay, and then you just throw it up there.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if you get too perfect, you're gonna miss out, right? Then someone's gonna come and block you, and then you're screwed, right? That's another competition. Sometimes you just throw it out there. Your technique's okay, right? But like you got the hand on the ball, you're fine. But like sometimes you just got to do it, right? And just doing it gets it so much, right? Like so many people overthink it. Like basketball, if you overthink things, it's over, right?
I've seen your 3-point shot.
Not bad. I think
like swap people. Shoot them.
Yeah, I'm a little
shoot them. Like they're trying to get that perfect shot on the gator. It's like
you can't. You can't get the perfect shot, right? Like
you
can only be like the best with time and perfect on it. So that's the way I look at it, man. Like you did really good there. You just took the action and boom. So
I keep just understanding, like, don't get deep into the comps. You can have fun with the comps after you get under contract to a point, but like,
I stopped doing that.
A lot of time in the beginning on comp. I'm telling you guys, comps are for realtors.
I stopped doing that. I mean, after I seen it when Zach talk a lot of times, and you guys do your videos, I feel like you're talking to me personally. So I don't waste time comping, because I tell
people, if you need a calculator, you're paying too much. Like if you can't do simple math in your head, you're complicating it. Like you're trying to like, well, you got to get a 3% discount. It's not going to help you. So
I got
you got it, man. Just keep
All
doing
right,
what you're
appreciate
doing.
you guys.
Okay, man.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
It's 100% true,
Well,
though.
we're getting down to like brass tat. Like I like this one because we're talking about,
Yeah.
that's where all those for. Like just make the offer, and then talking to him is like, don't overthink it. Just shoot the offer, and then you got to be somewhat firm to be able to walk away. And understanding, even if you're bluffing in real estate, you have the right to come back and do it. How many times have we made an offer? We've walked away. Why do you walk away? Because you want to test and see if they're going to come back. Guys, I've had instances where sellers have chased me to my car, like, no, please make an offer.
Yeah.
When they do that, oh my God. Like, it's like, but you're never going to know if you don't test it. And you're like, well, if I walk away, you're not going to deal. Honestly, if you give them their price there, they'll take your offer all day long.